Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to the match preview for tonight's game, inshallah. Al Hilal ضد RB Salzburg from Austria. Sawi team. Yep, we are here. You know what I'm saying? And we are here to preview the game between the two. But, guys, before we begin, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bell for future content notifications, like, comment your way. Go check ZeerTalk socials, and inshallah, you're well, wherever you may be. Now, this game that we have, we play against Salzburg, interestingly enough. And when I look at the group right now, our group, we have Real Madrid, Pachuca there as well, which we drew 1-1. Hold that, Madrid fans. Yeah, you thought you can beat us. You couldn't even get past us. Hold that. But listen, Salzburg, on the other hand, when they played Pachuca, they won 2-1. And now they have 3 points. And Pachuca have none, while both us and Madrid have 1. Oh, whoa. Focus. Yeah, focus. Yeah, focus. Okay, good. Anyway. Yeah. So, Mohan was messaging me. Fantastic. So, well, let me tell him I'm recording. 1 second. Let me tell him. Yo, what's good? I'm recording preview right now. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, we need to beat Salzburg and get our points on the board, because I have a feeling Madrid probably will beat Pachuca and get theirs on the board. So that would put us both on 4 points. So yeah. Listen, Inzaghi saying that he studied or had watched clips or games of Salzburg. He probably watched a game against Pachuca, unlike me. And he said he noticed some strength, but also weaknesses. I remember when he said this again about Bayern München, by the way. And you know what happens? He exploited our weakness at the time in the Champions League. I hope he does the same with El Hilal against Salzburg. I hope so. I mean, he kind of somehow exploited Alonso's weakness, I would say, in the second half, more so first half. Because first half, I feel like Inzaghi did his thing in terms of the way the players played, but I also feel like Trent and Asensio did not do themselves any favors in that Madrid game. Neither did Hoyson, actually. Not like the entire back line of Madrid's. I mean, usually when you say an entire back line, you would say that is on the manager, but yeah, but the reason why I say second half is because I feel like Inzaghi knew that Alonso was going to switch to more of an attacking style. And Inzaghi said, you know what? We'll just put our men behind the ball and we'll just try to hit you on the breaks. Now, did we score off the break? No. But we had bare defense. Koulibaly looked solid. Timbuktu looked solid. Hell, he had Vinicius in his pockets. You know what I mean? So, Hamad Eliami did a job. Lodi, he did a job. So, listen, happy days. You know what I mean? So, hell, even Neves and Savic, they did their thing. Listen, credit where it's due. Credit where it's due to Inzaghi for setting up defensively and all. But yeah, even Nasser defensively second half was okay. Just first half, I did not like his performance. But yeah, so the point is, against Salzburg, I feel like we are going to have to just have a go at them, try to score as many goals as possible. Because let's be honest, Salzburg is no Real Madrid. Salzburg is a team that should be beatable with who the players that we have. I mean, Savic, Neves, Cancelo, Lodi, Bono. You know, Salim can do a job, and we've seen what he did against Trent Alexander-Arnold and Asensio. So come on now, you know what I mean? Mus'ab al-Jawair. You know, now some of these Saudi names I'm not going to mention too much because obviously they're not the type that should really. But realistically speaking, the European ones should give it a push. Koulibaly at the back. You know, Timbuktu, very good defender. So come on, man. And Inzaghi as manager, like the guy literally just coached in a Champions League final. Did he win or hell? He lost 5-0. But if you go check, do your research, just like I said, something must have happened. Well, guess what? Something did happen because apparently Inzaghi knew he was going to Al Hilal 2 months in advance. Apparently, from when they played Lazio, he was already prepared to join Al Hilal. He was already prepared to join Al Hilal from like the Lazio game in the Serie A. I think it was their second last game. Well, what's going on there? What's going on there? Inter Milan fans right now, they feel disrespected by Inzaghi. They should be appreciating him, but they feel disrespected. Which, to be honest, I can't believe I'm saying this. I hear it because I'm not gonna lie. He snaked Inter Milan to join us. Happy days for me, but for them, يعني صراحة إذا أكون صريح معكم يعني the guy snaked them. سحب عليهم just like that. So yeah, listen, we have him, alhamdulillah. Now it's just about doing the job. Yeah, like because if you're able to get a result against Real Madrid, you know what I mean? Like if you're able to get this, make this happen, then surely you're able to get a result against Salzburg. No excuses. Now, I do have to point out one thing before I do the lineups. Um, my cousin actually brought up something interesting when I was at the family gathering yesterday. And he said this screams to me uh, like like the Saudi national team from the 2022 World Cup, in which we beat Argentina, and then in the second game we don't we give we give our we don't give too much of our all compared to the other game because in the other game we gave it our all. Then we get injuries, and then the following game we become even worse and we get knocked out. That's what my cousin was saying. I hope to God that he's wrong because listen, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Not gonna lie to you. It was because of the Saudi names. And we saw some of these Saudi players, Salim al-Dosri, even Nasser al-Dosri. Who else started from the Saudi names? Timbukti at the start of the game when he made that stupid pass back. Um, so like they all were nervous. I hope the nerves are brushed off now, but you can't take that out of a Saudi individual's mind that these things can happen. You know what I mean? Because we've seen these things happen before. Some of these players also are egotistical as hell as well. I've seen this for my national team. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out. But the only reason why I don't think that's going to be the case is because we have the European / South American players and even African players to push us moving forward. And we have Inzaghi to like give them a kick up the backside. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. Now, lineups. I say we get to the lineups. Mitrovic is not available, by the way, guys. Oh, I didn't even put the banner. How dare I? Let me put the banner up. So, uh, Mitrovic is not available, so Leonardo will play. Leonardo, I beg score your chances. Wallahi, this was that game against Madrid. I have to say, overall game in the first half, very good. Second half, oh my god, and the finishing in both halves need to be better. It needs to be better. I'm sorry that was us. But anyways, so yeah, he will play instead of Mitro because Mitro is not available for the next 2 weeks. But yes, Bono and goal, kid. Wallahi, this guy, in my opinion, man of the match against Madrid. I do not know how he didn't get it. Saves galore, bro. Saves the Gonzalo header, the penalty from Valverde, and all these other shots he saved. It was, I think, one or two in the first half. Allah al-Azim, I guess, massive. Absolutely massive he is. I swear. Even towards the end of the game, he made, I think, like some double save, like massive, man. Absolutely massive, man. And I'm glad that we have him, man. One of the best keepers in the world. I've said this before. And I mean it. Um, Now, right back, obviously, Joao Cancelo. Now, people say Joao Cancelo pocketed it. I don't really think like, don't get it twisted. He did have Vinny in some moments, but I don't think it's pocketing Vinny. I think Timbukti did more of that in the second half than Cancelo did. But going forward, he did give in some sparks as well. I just think that he can be more on it defensively and offensively. And hopefully that's the case against Salzburg. I really do. I hope that's the case against Salzburg, man, because he got subbed off in the second half, and I think justifiably so. Now, Hamid Eliami playing against Madrid, oh, I would have never thought, but he did a job, to be fair. You know, Renan Lodi left back, keep doing your thing, bro. You know what I mean? And again, just keep on performing because there's a decent left back in there. It's just sometimes when you don't want to play, and this is why some of our fans want to get rid of him because of his attitude. You know what I mean? But hey, keep going and you're sound. Timbuktu and Koulibaly, obviously Asasi. Come on now. Uh, Ruben, Ruben Neves in the midfield. Sergey Milinkovic-Savic, and I'm putting Mus'ab al-Juwair, not Nasser al-Dosri. I actually think Mus'ab al-Juwair is a player that we need for creativity, especially if this guy was to drop deeper to help defensively and then help contribute in attack. I feel like he will be very key in creating chances. But obviously he's very key. I actually thought he was one of our better players as well against Real Madrid. So, and you know something I didn't realize, he was actually coached under Inzaghi with Lazio. Um, so that is a massive push for him to first of all stay at the club, but secondly to perform. No excuses from Sergey now. You know what I mean? None at all. And then Malcolm will play on the right, Salam on the left, Leonardo up top. Now, before the Madrid game, I thought we'd play three in the back, and I do think we will do that. But I think we'll do that in stages of games, like in phases. That's what I learned from the Madrid game. I learned that in some phases of the game, he will make it a five at the back. But going forward, it becomes that formation that I displayed, the 4-3-3. So, yeah, listen, that's what I think we're going with. And listen, inshallah, bil tawfiq, jamia. It's pretty simple as that. So all they have to do, العب بالهدوء بالروح وقدم المباراة بالمستوى وان شاء الله نفوز ونتأهل في شو اسمه راوند اوف 16 ان شاء الله في المركز 16. So come on, we can do this, man. We can. So yeah, that's what I think. Now, what do I think is the score? We have to get the job done, man. We just do. You know what? I think we win. I'm gonna be somewhat respectable because I do think we have mistakes in us. Like for example, that goal Madrid scored, in which, you know what? I have a weird feeling. Actually, this is what my score is. I think we win 3-1. We will make one mistake. I wouldn't be shocked if we made a mistake, like maybe give a pen or overcommit and then they score. But yeah, man. That's my prediction. By the way, there was one player of theirs that said something about Mitro being missing. I think one of their forwards, I think, he was saying how it shouldn't affect them about the fact that Mitro is missing. Forgot his name, bro. What was his name? I'll find and tell you. I just seen it recently. His name was him. What's his name? Samson Baido saying Mitrovic's absence won't make my life easier tomorrow at all. There you go. So yeah, I just wanted to read that to y'all. But yeah, guys, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bell for future content notifications, like, comment your way, go check ZeerTalks socials, and inshallah, bi'idhnillah al-azim, you guys are well and satisfied wherever you may be. And we will be doing the watch along tonight. Probably other watch alongs as well, not sure. Like I'm planning on the Real Madrid game probably beforehand. City game, I'm not sure. And the Juve game, I'm not sure. So yeah, guys, take care. See you later.